Hey young friends, Dr. Bill here. As always, I'm grateful that you've chosen to spend just a few moments with me. You may recall that over the last several weeks we have been paying attention to Jesus' disciples. We have been focusing on their strengths and their weaknesses and how those things can help us be better and more faithful followers of Jesus ourselves. Well, today we're going to look at one of the lesser known disciples, one of the more obscure ones, and that is Simon the Zealot. Now, apart from him being mentioned in the Gospels, we really don't know very much about Simon. The important thing is that the Gospel writers identify him as a zealot. Zealot comes from the word meaning zeal or enthusiasm. And in Jesus' day and time, a zealot was someone who was identified as being so passionate about God and so wanting God's will to be done that they viewed the occupation of Israel by Rome as an affront to God. It was a bad thing. And so zealots were so dedicated to God, they believed they needed to work to overthrow Rome, to get Rome out of their country. And they worked at that, and sometimes they employed violence to try to do that. Well, something happened to Simon when Jesus called him. He became zealous in a different way. Instead of being zealous to overthrow Rome, Simon became zealous or excited and enthusiastic about trying to usher in God's kingdom, to help Jesus as he proclaimed the reign and rule of God in this world. Simon transferred his passion and excitement, his enthusiasm for getting rid of Rome to following Jesus. Now, Simon's example poses a question for us. Think about your life. What do you get excited about? What makes you want to get up and go and do something in the morning? All of us have passions. All of us have things that we just get excited about and want to do. Well, the question I think Jesus would ask us is, are we as excited, enthusiastic, and zealous for the work of God's kingdom as we are for all these other things? That doesn't mean those other things are bad. But it does mean that Jesus is asking us, are you willing to follow me? Are you willing to be my faithful disciple and to be passionate and excited and enthusiastic about trying to live in God's way in this world, to do what we can to bring about God's rule in the world we inhabit? That's a good question. It's a probing question, and we may have to think about that a bit before we can come up with a good answer. Nevertheless, I hope you'll think about Simon, and I hope and pray that you'll figure out what you're excited about and to ask yourself, am I this excited about what God is up to? Well, that'll do it for today. You know how to get in touch with me if you have any questions or concerns, and I would welcome the opportunity to speak with you. In the meantime, I hope this week is going well for you, and please know that I wish you nothing but the very best. You take care now, and God bless. Bye-bye.